Q&A. You ready? All right then. What's going on, people? It's your boy, iambrasstax in this bitch. You already know. Over the past week, I put in the comment section that I'm doing Q&A soon. Ask me anything type thing. And boy, did I get questions. I wasn't expecting to do this until about a month's time. Like 104 questions in this bitch. Some personal, actually a good 50-60% personal, and others tech. So I'm gonna do a little mix of both for you. And this is gonna be part one of, by the looks of things, 20 in this bitch. But let's start.
I'm gonna tell you something straight off the motherfucking press. I ain't coming for no foolishness.
Even the Bernie Mac thing, the accent thing I do, where I'm like, I don't know what to say to you. It wasn't it's a hybrid. It's a Bernie Mac thing, but it's not. My cousin and I, we watch a lot of Def Comedy Jam and big Bernie Mac fans, rest in peace. And what would happen is our girlfriends would be around, we'd all be chilling together, and if I want a private conversation, we would talk that way, and only him and I would understand what we're saying, but we'd do it a lot more muffled, like, shit, I need to go home, I need to get some ass today, shit. And I would understand, but now we gotta change it because our girlfriends would know what the hell we're saying and shit. My cousin said, oh, this girl pissed me off, you don't even know. And she's like, I'm pissing you off how? Oh shit. We need to change that shit up. It's natural, I'll just come out with it naturally in day-to-day shit. This is the same thing I'll say to anyone. If you're really happy with the picture quality, why get a standalone one? Now, if you are one of those people who wants the ultimate in picture quality, the OPPO or the Panasonic is the way to go. I believe the Panasonic are bringing out a new one with Dolby Vision. Over here, brand new OPPO, £600. Are the differences substantial between an Xbox and the OPPOs? The differences are noticeable. Blow your mind kind of noticeable? No. But they are noticeable in terms of color reproduction, in terms of HDR as well, and detail levels. But it's not like it's a jaw-dropping difference. But the Xbox One X is a great introduction to 4K. If you're happy with what you see, then it is what it is. I'm 38, I'm gonna be 39 on the 1st of May. I know what you're thinking, oh shit, look at how crispy and tasty your skin is. How could you be 39 in this bitch? Coconut oil, shit. I'm expecting nothing but nice, complimentary comments on May 1st. I better get them in this bitch. No! I was gonna do a video on this, but I might as well just say this now. There's a HDMI myth. More expensive cables are better. No, they're not. If you are seeing a better result, that's placebo. In most cases, the only differences are in spec. You got your 1.3, 1.4, 2. If you're talking about 60 frames a second 4K and deep color, you want a HDMI 2.0 and above. All they do is send a digital signal. One isn't going to send a digital signal better than the other. It is what it is. Now you're going to have gold-plated ones, and usually that's because gold doesn't really rot, and it's good for damp areas. And you can get it, but should you be having a TV and a 4K player in a damp area? Pick up your Amazon Basics cable. It is what it is, shit. No, I don't get one review copy. I don't get any review copies. I think they're scared to send me review copies. I have very publicly and privately asked these companies for review copies, but they haven't sent anything. And maybe it's my fault. I was asking the US companies, like Sony US. I don't. I buy them all myself. I know a vendor, and I pay him a bit extra on top to get them early. It's just someone else I know personally. He doesn't get all of them early. I pay a premium for them. Sometimes I'll buy 2 or 3 if they come out at once, get them cheaper. But it's still more expensive than buying on the high street. Contacts? No. I identify with being Indian, but I'm a mixture of a lot of things. No. Next question. Now, I wanted to touch on this because in a lot of the various forums, a lot of people are saying, well, how could you give this a score? You've got a flagship 2015 TV model. Firstly, let me just answer that by saying, it's funny how I got a flagship 2015 model, but I come up with the same results as people who have 126-inch projectors and OLEDs. I'm just saying, my TV is a 65-inch SUHD JS9500 full array backlight. In my opinion, the last and best 4K 3D HDR TV that was released. That combo. A friend of mine who lives about 10 minutes 15 minutes down the road, the flagship 2016 OLED, which has 3D Dolby Vision HDR, along with a professionally calibrated Dolby Atmos setup. And both of our TVs are professionally calibrated. I'll watch the 1080p Blu-ray here, and then I'll go over and watch it on watch this 4K on the OLED with the Dolby, and I'll come back and I'll watch it on the LED as well and change the difference, because not everyone has OLEDs. Short answer is my friend, she went to the States, she went to Miami, on her way back, she saw this and she was like, this reminds me of you, I've got to get this for you. So she got it for me and she said, here you are. She lucky the bitch tell my friend, she's saying I remind this shit of her. She. I think the colors would look amazing. I think it would have great depth to it, and I think it would be a brighter image. Can I see it looking substantially better? No, it's not a 3D animated movie, it's a 2D animated movie. Now, I can say this now because it's been so long ago, and I was gonna save it for Unleashed, but I might as well say it. I'm gonna quick story. So basically, New Year's Eve, my girlfriend at the time, she came back to mine. I don't drink, I don't like the taste of alcohol. But on special occasions, maybe I'll get a little drunk. Do you know what I mean? Well, they'll try and get me drunk. So she got me drunk, and she was drunk. So she came back to mine. I was feeling really sleepy, but I was horny at the same time. Guys, you know what I'm saying? Horny and sleepy at the same time. Guess what? So we were getting into it. I swear to God, this is the truth. This is the truth, right? I remember we were getting into it. New Year's Eve. And I woke up the next day. And I woke up and fear hit me. Because I realized I fell asleep during. I didn't even think that was possible, but I fell asleep during. Suffice it to say, New Year's Day, she was not impressed. You know when girls get really hurt, they hit you with the, am I just not attracting to you? Of course you are, baby. I was just tired. Like seriously, it was a fucked up incident. There you go. I see you post older pictures of yourself back in 2015. Here you go, guys, brace yourself. So do you lift? What's your workout routine? Whatever. I do workout. Haven't done so for the last couple of months. Hurt my back just standing. You know what? I woke up, yawned, messed my neck and my back up. Don't know what to say to you, but yes, I do lift. But I'm not a gym rat. Like, it's not like I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm just, I've got weights at home. Just use that. I got the movie setting for most things, and like I said, TV's professionally calibrated. I know back in the day I used to love watching it natural or standard, and when I switched it to movie and wanted the movies to look true to form, it took a lot of adjusting. Colors can look washed out, but after you've calibrated it properly, if hiring someone professional to calibrate your television is too expensive, I recommend probably going online and looking at the AV forums. They've got good settings for your TV on movie mode, and it did make a lot of difference there. But if you can have it professionally calibrated, makes a lot more difference. Movie mode, I keep a sharpness at about 15 to 20. You can have it 20, but I wouldn't recommend going over about 25. All of the enhancements switched off. The anti-judder shit, sharpness, dynamic contrast, noise cancellation, all of that needs to be off. And you should keep it off for gaming as well. It really helps with latency. I should have around about 320, but I think I've got more like 240, 250 because the ones which I don't like, I just sell on. I just eBay that shit. So I'd say about 260 maybe, because I have sold a shit ton of them. All right, guys, that was part 1 of the Q&A. I think we said enough here. There are so many more questions, but I'll get to all of them. All right, guys, take care. Hope you enjoyed it.